Today, we're diving into a feature that's way more than just another update. It's a huge shift in how we might use AI at work. We're talking about ChatGPT Connectors, a new tool that's designed to turn that simple chatbot you know into a seriously powerful AI workstation. You know the feeling, right? You're hunting for that one file, that one key piece of information from a client meeting. Was it in your email, or maybe a shared drive, a Teams chat? It's this digital scavenger hunt that just eats up our day, and that's the exact problem this new feature is built to solve. And here it is, the proposed solution, ChatGPT Connectors. The best way to think of them is like a bridge that connects the super powerful brain of the AI to the scattered universe of your personal and work data. This isn't just about asking generic questions anymore. It's about putting your AI to work on your own stuff. So what are they exactly? Well, connectors are basically secure integrations that let ChatGPT reach into the apps you use every single day. You give it permission, and it can search, reference, and synthesize information for you. It pretty much becomes the central hub for your entire workflow. And just look at the list here. We're not talking about some obscure niche tools. Nope. These are the heavy hitters, the apps most of us live in. Google Drive, Outlook, Teams, HubSpot, you name it. This wide range of integrations is exactly what makes the whole concept so practical right out of the gate.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for the fun part. How does this actually change your day-to-day work? Because moving from theory to practice is where this thing really comes alive.
Okay, imagine you're prepping for a big client review. Instead of spending hours, and I mean hours, digging through old email chains, you could just give ChatGPT a prompt like this. You're not just asking it to find information, you're asking it to perform a pretty sophisticated analysis to understand sentiment, spot patterns, and give you real strategic insights. And this is the magic. The result you get back isn't just a boring list of emails. It's a structured, actionable report. The AI has synthesized all that raw data into a clear summary, pointing out risks like support delays and even flagging potential upsell opportunities. It's literally turning messy data into clean intelligence.
And the possibilities just keep going. Think about getting a personalized daily briefing that's automatically pulled from your calendar, or drafting entire proposals in minutes just by pointing it to a template in your Google Drive. I even saw a Reddit user share a clever trick. They had it search their email for unread newsletters just so they could create a quick unsubscribe list. I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless.
And maybe the best part? All this power is surprisingly easy to get your hands on. This is not some massive IT project. Setting it up is a simple 4-step process. You just go to your settings, find the Connectors tab, pick an app, and authorize it. That's it. It's designed to be super user-friendly from the get-go. All right, but let's take a breath here. It's incredibly powerful for sure, but it's not magic. And it's really important to have a balanced view and understand the current limitations and the very real questions this whole thing raises, especially when it comes to data and privacy. So here's the crucial thing to understand right now. Connectors are mainly for reading and analyzing your information. It can draft a perfect email for you based on your files, but it can't actually send it. It can look at your calendar and suggest meeting times, but it can't schedule the meeting for you. Think of it as an analyst and a writer, not an action taker, at least not yet. And a few other key things to keep in mind. The feature is still rolling out, so you might not have it yet depending on where you are, but honestly, the most important point is about privacy. For business accounts, your connector data is not used for training the AI models, period. For individual users, though, it can be used unless you actively go in and opt out. That's a really important detail to know.
This feeling is just perfectly summed up by a Reddit user who said, "It's a little scary, but pretty amazing." And that really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You've got this incredible, game-changing potential mixed with a very healthy dose of caution about giving an AI the keys to our entire digital kingdom.
So let's zoom out for a second, because connectors aren't just some new button they added to ChatGPT. They're a signal of a much, much bigger strategic vision for how AI fits into our work lives. This is all about building an entire ecosystem. See, underneath all this is a technology called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. The absolute best way to think about it is like a universal adapter. It's like the USB-C port for AI. It creates a standard way for any developer to build their own custom connectors to pretty much any system out there, opening the door for endless new integrations. And that kind of thinking leads directly to the endgame here, The goal isn't just a handful of official connectors from OpenAI. The goal is to create a massive marketplace, just like the App Store on your phone, where developers can build and share integrations for any tool you can imagine. So what's the real big picture? OpenAI doesn't just want ChatGPT to be another app you switch to. They want it to be the main surface you operate from. This is a direct shot at Microsoft Copilot and Google Workspace. The race is on to become the central operating system for knowledge work, and right now, the companies that control the data are in the best position to win.
And that brings us to the fundamental question we have to ask ourselves. As we plug more and more of our digital lives into these incredibly powerful AI systems, the convenience is just undeniable. But that deep integration also starts to blur the lines of control. And as this tech becomes a core part of how we work, we're all going to have to figure out an answer.